Welcome to Staffworks Explained, a channel that explores different projects, events, and issues. Hello and welcome to Staffworks Explained. In today's video, we'll be talking about Tanzania Central Corridor Standard Gauge Railway, a project that is being constructed from Dar es Salaam through Morogoro, Makutupora, Tabora, with a spur to Mwanza, and then proceeding to Kigoma, then to Burundi and Rwanda, and later it will join Uganda and also Dar es Salaam. It will join with the Northern Corridor Sgr, which is being constructed from Mombasa, Kenya, through Uganda and Rwanda, and then terminating at DRC. The government of Tanzania intends to construct an Sgr from Dar es Salaam to Mwanza through Isaka, and this is a distance of 1,219 kilometers. This partly follows the African Union and East African Community decision in 2006 that all the new railway development projects should be of standard gauge specification. The government of Tanzania intends to lay a separate Sgr line which will be alongside the existing Metre Gauge Railway along the entire length from Dar es Salaam to Mwanza through Isaka. This Sgr project is in line with the overall aim of the government of Tanzania to revitalize the rail sector so that it can contribute more to the national economy. Moreover, currently 95% of the traffic which is leaving the port of Dar es Salaam is transported by road, and this is to the detrimental of the road network. It is thus expected that upgrading the rail sector, especially Dar es Salaam, Isaka, Mwanza, will increase freight and passenger capacity as well as ease the pressure on the road network. The Sgr will also reduce travel times for both goods and passengers. The government of Tanzania's initial intention was to fund the project from our own financial sources, but we have seen it borrow loans from various sources, including commercial loans from Standard Bank and China, among other sources. The project is being built in phases. Phase 1 is from Dar es Salaam to Morogoro, which is a distance of 300 kilometers. Currently, this section is 98% complete, and there is a possibility that it will start operation in 2024. The line has already been tested, and there are a lot of activities which are going on in preparation for the start of operation of this railway. Locomotives have been purchased. Some of them have already in the country, and tests are being done, and other activities which are surround start of operation are currently ongoing, and it's expected that early in 2024 this section will start operation. The section was contracted to a 50-50 consortium comprising Yapi Mackenzie of Turkey and Motal Angel of Portugal. The construction started in April 2017 with partial funding for this section amounting to $1.2 billion being borrowed from Export Credit Bank of Turkey. So section 1 of phase 1 is almost complete, and any time from now it will start operations. There is phase 2, which is running from Morogoro to Makutupora through Dodoma, and this section is 422 kilometers. The government of Tanzania secured a loan of $1.46 billion, a soft loan from the Standard Chartered Bank for the funding of this stage. The section is also being constructed by the consortium that was awarded the contract for the first phase, Yapi Mackenzie of Turkey and Motal Angel of Portugal. So this consortium is the one that is constructing this section. Currently, the section has reached 95%.
Welcome to Staff Works Explained, a channel that explores
in a few
different
months'
projects,
time it will be
events,
finished
and
issues
issues
to start operations.
around
The third phase of this Tanzanian Central Corridor Railway is Makutupora Tabora, which is a distance of 284 kilometers. The section runs from Makutupora, which is in Singida province or region, to Tabora, which is a total of 284 kilometers. And the section is costing $1.9 billion, or Tanzanian shillings 4.41 trillion. The contract again was awarded to Yapi Mackenzie, and this is the company that constructed the first two sections. The foundation stone for this section was laid in April 2022, and the work started immediately. In 2023, the section, in early 2023 or in mid 2023, the section was 67% complete. But currently, Yapi Mackenzie is reported to be having some financial troubles, and these might delay the completion of this section. The fourth section is, or the fourth phase, is from Tabora to Isaka, which is a distance of 130 kilometers. This fourth phase started is 17% complete, and it's being constructed by the same company, Yapi Mackenzie. And by October 2023, it was almost 17% complete. So this section, just like the third phase, the company which is constructing this section was reported to be having some financial troubles, so it might delay due to this problem and also other issues that have arose during the construction period. The fifth phase, which is Isaka Mwanza, has a distance of 341 kilometers. It runs from the Isaka all the way to the city of Mwanza, which is at the southern shores of Lake Victoria. This section is not being done by the company which is be doing the first four phases. This section was awarded to two Chinese companies, China Civil Engineering Construction CCEC and China Railway Construction Company CRCC. So these companies are constructing this section at a budget of $1.3 billion. Tanzania secured funding worth $1.3 billion through the government of China for the purpose of building this section. As at October 2023, this section was reported to be 36% complete. So it will be interesting to watch how this section fares, given that it's being done by different contractors. It will be interesting to compare how the performance of these contractors will be, and probably how they fare with the other contractors who are constructing the other phases. The sixth phase is Tabora Kigoma, which is a distance of 506 kilometers. It runs from Tabora to Kigoma on the eastern shores of Lake Tanganyika. The contract for this section was signed in December 20th, 2022, between the government of the government of Tanzania and China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCEC, and the China Railway Construction Company. This is the same company that are constructing the Isaka Mwanza section. And then we have other phases. The Isaka Rusumo section. This is a stretch of SGR that is running from Isaka to Kigali, and it's approximately 371 kilometers. So Tanzania will construct its side, and then Rwanda will construct its side. Then we have the Vinza Malagasy section. The government of Tanzania and government of Burundi have already signed an MOU for the construction of this section. As part of the Tanzania-Burundi SGR, this project is 180 kilometers. It will be constructed from Vinza off Tabora Kigoma line to the Malagarasi River on the border. On the Burundian side, a second section of 187 kilometers will link the border town of Musongati to the capital of Kitega. So this is expected to cost $900 million. The whole of this SGR is expected to cost $10.04 billion, and as we have seen, it will be a single track electrified railway with a design of 160 kilometers for passenger trains and 120 for freight trains. This is different from Kenyan SGR, which is a single track, but it's not electrified. Tanzania SGR is electrified. And then in terms of speed, the passenger train for Kenya has a speed of 120, maximum speed of 120, but Tanzania one has a design speed of 160. For the passengers, the Kenyan train has a design speed of 80, maximum of 80 kilometers per hour, but Tanzania has a design speed of 120 kilometers per hour. So there's some difference between these two railways. The maximum train length for the Tanzania will be 2,000 meters with a passenger capacity of 1.1 passengers per year. The SGR rail width of the SGR is 1,435 millimeters when you compare it to the MGR, which is 1,000 millimeters. This means that the SGR will be able to handle larger and heavier trains, and will be able to move at faster speeds than the current MGR. The SGR will be elevated above ground for the first part of the route through Dar es Salaam, since there is no land, so it will be above the ground. Approximately 51 kilometers of lot 1 of phase 1, that is between Dar es Salaam and Morogoro, and the entire lot 2, Morogoro, Dodoma, Makutupora, will be fenced along the alignment both on the left and the right side. This to secure the sides to avoid human-wildlife conflict and also to avoid accidents. Additionally, the lot 1 fencing will be in place in urban areas around passenger trains, freight facilities, and marshalling yards. This to prevent pedestrian access on the track facilities. The SGR system is designed to use electricity, as we have said, for powering its train. Therefore, it is necessary to have reliable power to feed the railway system along the entire length. And one of the factors that led to delay of operations, start of operation for the phase 1 was lack of electricity. Now that Julius Nyerere hydropower project is almost complete, Tanzania now will have enough energy or electricity to run this railway. The Dar es Salaam Mwanza SGR is expected to bring so many benefits to Tanzania, and it is expected that with construction of this railway, we might see Tanzania becoming one of the largest economies in EAC. It is expected that probably in the next 15 years, the country might overtake Kenya and Ethiopia to be the largest economy in this side of Africa. So some of the benefits that this SGR is expected to bring include improved passenger and freight transportation, where it will provide faster and more efficient and safer mode of transportation for between these areas. Tanzania two largest cities, Dar es Salaam and Mwanza, will benefit from this. The travel time will be reduced, there will be lower transportation costs, and also there will be improvement in access to markets for business and individuals. There is also a possibility of increased regional trade and integration. Remember, this train or this SGR is linking countries along this central corridor. It will link with Rwanda, Burundi, DRC, and later with Uganda. So this will boost regional trade flows, create new business opportunities, and also promote economic development across this region. It will also spur economic growth.
Welcome
along
to Staffworks Explained,
this central
a
corridor.
channel that explores
Construction and
different
operation of this
projects,
SGR will
events,
create jobs
and issues
to also stimulate
around
economic activities along the railway corridor. This will lead to development of new businesses, industries, and urban centers, fostering economic growth and poverty reduction. There will be enhanced connectivity and accessibility where the SGR will connect remote areas to major cities and transport networks, improving access to essential services, markets, opportunities for rural communities. This will basically contribute to poverty reduction and inclusive development. There will be a reduced reliance on road transportation. We saw that most of the cargo that is originating from Dar es Salaam port, 95% of it is transported by road. So with construction of these SGR, most of these loads will be transported using SGR. So this will really reduce the reliance on road transportation, and it will improve road safety, and also contribute to environmental sustainability through reduction of fuel consumption and emissions. To also increase tourism potential, to make it easier and more convenient for tourists to travel between Dar es Salaam and Mwanza and other towns that are within that tourism corridor. It will also improve logistic and supply chain efficiencies, where it will provide a reliable and efficient mode of transport for goods, reducing logistic cost, and also improving supply chain efficiency. So this will generally benefit businesses across sectors, making them more competitive and productive. Then diversification of the economy. The SGR will facilitate the development of new industries, economic activities along that corridor, diversifying economy and reducing its reliance on traditional sectors. There will be increased investment and trade, and also there will be enhanced regional stability. So by completion of this railway, which is 1,400 kilometers, will bring immense benefits to Tanzania during the construction period, and also when the SGR starts operation. It's expected that operations for the first phase, Dar es Salaam Morogoro, which is almost complete, may start in the early month of 2024. Already most of the work has been done. What's remaining as some finishing coming of the trains and locomotives. Testing has been done, and electricity has been installed, and just a few things here and there to make sure that the operation starts. Once this starts, some of these benefits that we have mentioned will be accrued, and this will be plus for Tanzania and also for the East African community. So thank you for reaching this far. If it's your first time here, please subscribe to this channel. Watch other videos that you have done on SGR in Tanzania and other countries in East Africa and also in Africa, and you can leave a comment and like. Thank you.